Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this series I'm showing you how I'm making my favorite dishes or snacks or whatever, things that I would normally buy at home. And the thing is, what I have been doing in the first weeks that I was in London is that I was buying everything that I fancied just because I was in transition, I didn't have time, I didn't have energy, and I had a lot on my plate. But it was with the intention of identifying what are the things that I always go back to and eventually doing them from scratch by my own. So one of the things that I ended up buying almost every single day was a muffin. It's a fruit scone, to be honest. Actually, it's a fruit scone from Daresford, and it costs £1.49. So without going into how much every single item here costs me, I just thought, no matter the math, it's always going to be cheaper if I make them. So I decided I would be trying to make them every now and then until I completely master the recipe, and then I'm gonna make big batches, freeze them or store them in the fridge, and then start eating them. So here is what I have so far. I already started mixing the things, and then I thought, why not make this into a series? That's why I already mixed things. But I have some flour, just normal flour, and then some castor sugar, and then whole milk, sultanas, these are raisins, baking powder, that's the milk, some butter, eggs, and yeah, in this little cutter. So I'm going to start doing, so I mixed all the dry ingredients already in here, and I'm going to just add the butter. The problem with this recipe is that you actually want you don't want the ingredients to completely melt. You don't want things to become very, very smooth. So that's the difficulty in it. So I'm just going to mix this a little bit, and then after some point I'm going to add my eggs that I would have slightly beaten, and then I would also add my milk, and then I'll spread them over my little cutter here, the tray, and preheat the oven and make my scones. So I thought I would just show you that first recipe, and I will connect back in a bit to show you whether it worked or not. In the meantime, I just wanted to let you know that I don't really have any measurements, so I kind of eyed it. That's how I learned cooking in Morocco. I ended up adding at least 150 more grams of this flour just because it was too wet, so I think the milk was too much. Now this is what the paste looks like. It's not really smooth or anything. I don't want it to be smooth. I just want it to be rough like that. So I'm going to just grab all of this and plop it on here. And as you can see, it's a pretty ratchet way of making scones because I don't have any measuring tools or anything. But we'll make it work, Ouga style. I'm MacGyvering my way through this. So I have all the paste here now. I'm just gonna do this, flatten it, not too much though. My problem is that it's extremely hot right now, so the butter is already melting, which is not good, not good. So I have flattened it until it's about 2 centimeters high. Then I'm gonna take this cutter, dip it in flour, and start cutting. And that's about it. So I'm gonna make a few of these. I'm trying to go as fast as possible. In the meantime, I have put my oven to heat. I don't know why they say preheat. I mean, it's either cold or it's heated, right? I'm not sure who invented that concept. And then I'm gonna place them on a sheet. And then I don't want to knead it, to be completely fair. I just want it, again, to be flat, but I don't want to overwork it. I still want to have that texture. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of flour, and I'm trying not to handle it too much with my hands just because I don't want the heat to mess the texture of it. So that's my tray, and initially I was going for making something like 10 scones, but as always I never learned to cook for a single person. Like, I always knew how to cook for 5 people, so I just can't. Normally, I would have something fancy to spread the eggs, but here again, Ratchet Ouga, doing it by God's given tools, my little pudgy fingers. I heard somewhere that it's better to let them cool off in the fridge and then cook them. I might try that. There you have my little scones. I'm gonna leave them for 10 minutes and we'll see. The 10 minutes are up, but my scones are not cooked. I should have looked up a proper recipe. Got it, thanks. I think I'm gonna add 5 more minutes. Oh, I think they're done. I'm gonna add just 2 minutes, just so because I don't want them to be undercooked in the middle. No, I'll add 3 minutes. Yeah, that should work. Oh, they're looking good. This time they are cooked. I just turned it off. I'm gonna just brace myself for the heat wave. Oof. But my, they look good. They look really, really, really good. This could have been a failed video, you know, because I have no ego. Even if it turns out bad, I would still have posted it, right? Oh my god, that's too hot. And I only have one hand. Oh my god. Oh. Ta-da! Oh, my little scones. I'm gonna let them cool a little bit, and then I'm gonna take a couple and give it a taste test. My life is complete, you guys. Yes.